Check this out. Listen to what he says, though.
I mean, I would guess, hundreds of thousands at this point.
Listen.
I could be wrong.
Million sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, this is Joe Rogan and Matt Walsh talking about transgender and some of the kids doing hormone blockers, and just to see how this unfolds in real time, to me, is just hilarious as hell.
Yeah, you would hope a person individually wouldn't do that, but
Yes.
but people definitely will do that. I mean, act and
All right.
professional reputation, because that's the other problem. Not only is it the political incentive and the money, but if they admit that they're wrong, then they're also admitting that they have horribly disfigured and abused thousands, maybe millions of kids.
How many people have had this done?
Depends on what. I don't think we have exact numbers, but if we're talking about the drugs, millions.
Millions.
You're talking about hormone blockers.
Yeah,
Millions of
blockers
kids have been on hormone blockers? Really?
I'm sure someone's going to fact check me on it, but my
Yeah.
guess is that we're
as you see, he knows whatever he's about to say is about to come out of his ass, and he says somebody's gonna fact check me, but he still wants to say millions of people
to the millions now at this point. Yeah, that would be my guess. I can say for double mastectomies, I read a report recently that there were over 1,000 done between 2016 and 2019, and when you compare that to how many were done between 2008 and 2015, it's a massive increase. And over 1,000 girls had gender affirming double mastectomies in that time frame.
And when you say girls, you're talking about prepubescent?
Right, minors. And that's just up until 2019, and then we know that there's been this exponential increase with all this stuff year over year. So it's a lot. It's too many. Having this happen to one kid is way too many. It's a lot more than one.
Now, of course, when somebody says millions of kids across the nation is being forced to have these surgeries as ages of like 10, 11 years old, of course that's going to sound alarming. Millions of kids being forced by their parents, and their parents is brainwashed, their parents is sickos, they're psychos. We got to save these kids. So it's important that you listen to how these people talk. And of course, people love numbers. And he's saying millions of kids across the nation. And of course he said, someone's going to fact check me, but I'm guessing millions of kids. Now watch this.
Yeah, look, if you're an adult and you want to do that, and you understand who you are and what you are, and this is how you feel you should progress, you're an adult. This is a free country. You should be able to do whatever you want.
Do whatever.
But when you're talking about doing that to children, the fact that so many people are on board and so many people are angry, if you have, people are going to be angry at us that we're having these conversations.
Yeah, they will be. And I
No. Listen, people are going to be angry that you're having these conversations with someone who is not being honest, who makes a career and a living of being disingenuous and propagandist and hatred towards whoever is the topic of that year. That's who you're talking to. People are not mad that you're having a conversation. We're having a conversation right now. People are not mad at that. But if you're purposely having a conversation with someone who doesn't care about facts, who doesn't care about people, and they're just to make a spectacle of people just to make some money, that's what people are upset about. How is that hard to understand? It is not hard to understand. So that's why people are going to be quote unquote mad at you.
I actually think that that this shouldn't be happening to.
It's a very small number, if that's right.
It says over the last 5 years, there were at least 4,780 adolescents who started puberty blockers and had a prior gender dysphoria diagnosis.
Wow.
Undercounted, but
that would be a big
less than
undercounting.
1,000 people.
Yeah, it would. Check this out. Listen to what he says, though.
I mean, I would guess, hundreds of thousands at this point.
Listen.
I could be wrong.
Million sounds great.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, first off, whoever Jamie is or his friend, he's going to get fired. Okay, you can't just debunk both of them in lifetime with facts on the screen. You see how they both look back like it was like the light from God. Like, like it literally said, what the hell is this? Who in the hell is spamming? But you literally can't do that on a show that's live. It was just facts, and they literally said how many? A little over 4,000 kids in the past 5 years. That's not millions of kids. Do you see what I'm saying? And then it's beautiful how Joe Rogan said, "Oh, million sounds better." And he did the like, bro, that's not funny. You just caught him in a lie. And I can understand maybe you were off by a couple thousand. The article they're reading said 4,000. Now maybe he said 10,000. I could understand that. It was like, okay, I get it. But he literally went from millions, maybe 1, 2, 3 millions in an article right here that Jamie pulled up. God bless his heart. Hopefully he still has a job at the end of this. Pulls up an article that says a little over 4,000 in 5 years. That's literally what they do. Now let's go ahead and see how Matt Walsh can try to salvage his argument after facts has been put in front of his face.
Counted, but that
would be a big
less than
undercounting.
1,000 people a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would guess, hundreds of thousands at this, but I could be wrong.
Million sounds great.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
The Media Matters will have fun with that clip.
Yeah.
Matt Walsh claims, but part of the problem though is that we don't. It's very hard to get numbers on any of this stuff.
Oh, really?
And who are you going to trust when they're telling you the numbers? So that's
really
with all this stuff.
Does this have to be?
Who are you gonna trust? Oh, okay, I know the article said 4,000 in the past 5 years, and I think it's been about a couple million, but who really knows these numbers? I mean, it's just so much. Who are you gonna trust? Who you gonna call? When you want to know this kind of information, bro. Why are you on this thing we call the internet? And you're literally just lying to people. You're literally, it's like me going on Joe Rogan, like, you know what? Hey, Matt Walsh is wrong. It's only been about 10 kids in the past 5 years. It's only been 10 kids. That's me just making it seem like it's not even a big deal. I can say 3 just to make it sound better. But no, that'll just be being dishonest. And he had the nerve to say millions of kids is being forced into these surgeries that, of course, in real life, in reality, it takes sometimes years to get this transition, to get the procedures and the right doctors and therapists to talk. It takes a long time. But of course, it's millions and millions of kids being just pushed through these transitions for little to no reason. So this right here, I don't understand. I don't understand how anybody can take Matt Walsh and people like him serious after videos like this. And this is not the first. This is just the most recent. And people are still going to defend him, be like, you know what? He's doing this for the kids, and he's literally lying to you. He's literally lying to you, and people are just going to brush it off like it's nothing. Bro, I don't understand people. Don't understand them. But let's go ahead, pull this back up.